This is GACenter, your look at the Grand Arena Championships of content creators from around the globe. Here are your hosts, Flair from Gaming Embers and the Nev from the Escape Podcast.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Escape Podcast's GACenter. Yes, this is on the channel. It's something that we do. Hopefully we'll get some new people. Normally, we record this live on a Tuesday evening, but with it being Christmas and various different family activities and stuff going on, it just was not logistically possible for me to get all of the production that is my responsibility done yesterday, so I had to do it all last night. I've still been doing it this morning. So, for all you guys in Europe, you've got a treat. You've got a treat. You actually get to see us live.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yes, and obviously, we are... For anyone watching this on YouTube after the fact, this is being recorded live on the 23rd, or as I would like to fondly refer to as Christmas Adam.
Christmas Adam?
It's a religious joke. You'd have to get it.
Ah, right. Okay.
Adam came before Eve.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, I get some religious jokes. You didn't get my rabbi joke yesterday.
But yeah, no. So we are recording this on the 23rd. So I guess before we kind of get into anything, guys, seriously, hopefully your holidays are going great. Wherever you're in the world, however you celebrate it. Hopefully you are having a wonderful holiday season. So anyways, as usual, bits, cheers, subs, follows, anything like that. We'll regard chat later. But any of those things during the course of the show we will recognize at the end. Hopefully our European people will be able to be involved and have some fun with this as well. But we are on week 2 of month 6. So we have 2 more episodes left after this and then the season finale. So Neil, let's get cracking on with it, shall we?
Let's get stuck in.
Let's do it.
Do it.
And we we're starting. We are starting with Commander Cody going 2-1 this week. Round 1. Unfortunately, Mallow could not solo the bugs, so he had to 2-tap it. But it got a hold with Padme, and his opponent couldn't get past Chimera in round 1. Round 2 had to 2-tap a Boss Bounty Hunter and just couldn't get past the gas team. 2 holds with the sisters, but still unfortunately got full cleared. And then round 3 was a full clear 1-shot with his Karth Old Republic team getting a hold to secure victory. 2-1 for Commander Cody.
Brinket, well, all we know is 1 and 2. There was no data, unfortunately, that got transferred from CG to SWGOH.gg, and we didn't get a report. All we know is that he didn't do round 1 and 2, and he got a flawless victory in round 3. So 1 and 2 for Brinkill.
On to Bulldog. This is no surprise, going 3-0. Round 1 was a full clear up to the ships. Unfortunately, he could not get past the Chimera, but he had an O-show, so it doesn't matter at all for him. Round 2, he had a 2-tap Darth Revan. His opponent stopped after failing against General Grievous and a Bugs team. Just completely stopping and giving the points there. Round 3 was a full clear 1-shot. A gas hold locked opponent out of the back wall and a full clear, giving him victory there. Again, this is kind of come to expect. 3-0 for Bulldog.
Infinum, another fine week for Infinum. Round 1 was an efficiency battle as both competitors cleared each other's clocks. Infinum was far more efficient and got the win by 12 banners. Round 2 was much easier as he picked up the win and held his opponent to 2 territory victory. Round 3 was an even easier final as he turned on the shine with his Galactic Republic teams doing maximum damage on his opponent. His opponent didn't show, so the effort was 4-0. 3-0, triple whammy for Infinum. There's Div 4. Div 4's kind of a foregone conclusion, really, when you think about it. We know Bulldog's going to win. We just don't know
if... 5 wins between him and Infinum right now. We have 2 weeks left.
Yeah,
That's
we got
6
2
battles.
weeks left. I mean, it's not... I mean, Bulldog's going to win. It's will Bulldog go the entire season undefeated and be our only undefeated competitor? I mean, it would be kind of cool to see, but we'll just have to wait and see, really, won't we?
On to Div 2, shall we?
Yep. 3.
Div 3.
Div 3.
Div 3. The little boys. On to the Lone Gunman, going 3-0 this week. We do have someone in chat. We'll recognize it really quickly. We had no data on Brain Kill, so because we have no data, we can only go based off of what we, of kind of what little we know. Without the rest of the information, we can't fill in the stats there. Anyways, on to the Lone Gunman. Round 1, couldn't full clear after losing to Chimera 3 times. But he did get holds with Mon Mothma, Bosk, and 2 Padme holds, preventing access to the ship node. Round 2, couldn't full clear after losing to Malevolence twice. Again, having issues with the ships. But Padme holding and preventing access to the ships. Again, round 3, had unfortunately 4-tap a General Grievous team, and again, could not clear the Malevolence fleet. And while he only got a single hold with Padme and his negotiator holding, Gunman was 11 banners more efficient, despite having to 4-tap a General Grievous team. So a 3-0 for the Lone Gunman.
Stone, 3-0 triple whammy. A solid week for Stone, who had fun going for the feats. In round 1, he tried Wampa and the Jawas for the Jawa feat. But he tried against the CLS team for this feat. On his way to victory, it did not work. Round 2, he got the Jawa feat, though, clearing up some Geos. Round 3 was another easy win, as he faced the same opponent from last week. And his opponent did exactly the same thing as last week and faced the exact same fate. He lost. Stone won. 3-0, triple whammy.
On to Renard the Fox, our favorite German fox, going 3-0. Round 1, full clear 1 shot, as he puts it. Opponent had difficulties as he went too heavy on, went too D heavy. Cleared only 1 zone, his opponent did. Round 2, full clear 1 shot. Opponent cleared 3 zones, but struggled on gas and didn't attack General Grievous. Round 3, full clear 1 shot again. Lost quite some banners and had 2 intense fights on the lower rear row against a Rex, Wampa, Nest, Dooku, and Shore Trooper team, where he did Sith Trio counter. And a Bastila Jedi team, as he didn't take risk on the front and used Padme already instead of CLS. First one since a while who he had an opponent who full cleared his defense, both double tap on gas and Old Republic and triple tap on bounty hunters. That is a 3-0 and our first triple of the week from Renard the Fox.
Of the month. You get your weeks and your months mixed up from time to time, don't you? First triple of the week?
Huh?
You said first triple of the week. You meant
Triple
first
crown.
triple of the month. Oh, first triple crown, right. Okay. Never mind. Okay. 3-0, triple crown for Moyo. Very little to say this week. When you hit it out of the park like Moyo did with 3 flawless victories, there's very little to add. You know, when you do it so comprehensively, there's very little to add. So, bravo, Moyo. 3 flawless victories and the triple crown.
On to Andy Beads. After an impressive triple crown last week, unfortunately, a Jedi Knight Revan blocked his progress from a full clear this week. Going 2-1, and as he put it, it's supposed to have an 0-3-0 if it wasn't for a backwall JKR team in the second round. He's been rotating between Padme and Jedi Knight Revan on defense, while consistently using Night Scissors on his front defensive wall. It's been working for him for the most part, and I think it shows in his record for this month. That's all he has to say, but honestly, the performance is showing. Again, 3-0 triple crown last week, 2-1, which is awesome for him. So yeah, 2-1 for Andy Beads.
Vendetta, another 2-1. It was a good week for Vendetta, and it got totally screwed up by a slacker. Vendetta seems to face more slackers in Div 3 than any other competitor. It's just more and more. You know, it's ruining his season, to be perfectly honest. I mean, rounds 1 and 3 were expected flawless victories. But then came sadness in round 2 when Slacker stopped him dead. He desperately needs a counter. 2-1 for Vendetta for the week.
On to Marco. Marco going 2-1 this week as well, but the stats don't reflect that a little bit. He got he full cleared all 3 rounds, 1 shot, but unfortunately, in round 3 he lost the efficiency game. Round 1 was a pretty easy win, as he puts it. Round 2 he won by banners with the opponents getting stuck at the ships, and round 3 was a full clear. However, he sadly lost, losing the efficiency game. So unfortunately, a 2-1 could have been a 3-0 triple crown for Marco.
And there is Div 3. And Renard extends his lead at the top over Vendetta. It's the Vendetta's just having an absolutely horrendous end to the season. He has led his division. Because obviously earlier on in the season he was in 4. But he has led his division until just it all went Pete Tong at the end of last month. So and now he has fallen 1 behind, and the banners. Oh, you hate to see it. He's got 6 more rounds to pull it out of the bag, but he's got to kind of keep his fingers crossed and hope that Renard screws up. But as it stands, Renard's looking like he's going to take the Div 3 title. Anyway, let's move on to Div 2. Scribe. Right, 1 and 2. He lost the first 2 rounds this week. In round 1, he actually got a score that was worthy of a flawless victory. Scored over at 2100. But his opponent just out-bannered him. I mean, when you score it in the 2130s, 2,130 plus, if your opponent's doing that, you're going to have a bad day. In round 2, he lost 1 battle, and that cost him the round. But in round 3, he stopped the rot and picked up the win to avoid the wooden spoon.
On to Orlamar going 3-0 with a triple crown this week. Round 1, full clear 1 shot. A hold with an Executrix and Darth Revan hold preventing a full clear. Round 2, again, another full clear 1 shot. Holds with the Empire, an Empire Sith team, not a Sith Empire, but Empire and Sith, and his Negotiator. In round 3, again, another full clear 1 shot. However, this time, he also got full clear 1 shot, and he skated by with 3 banners more efficiently. So 3-0, triple crown for Orlamar.
Lil Gator, no data, no report, no join. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. We honestly don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
On to Boba Fett, going 3-0. Also another triple crown. Round 1, as he puts it, 1 shot full clear. Opponent couldn't clear his Darth Revan. Round 2, opponent auto says defense. 1 shot full clear. Opponent just never even attacked. Round 3 was a 1 shot full clear, and opponent could not clear his gas. Excellent work. 3-0 triple crown for Boma.
Kate Gaming, the queen of the no-shows, had a glorious week getting a triple whammy and living up to her name. Round 1 was a full clear and, guessed it, a no-show. Round 2 was a full clear and, you guessed it, a no-show. Round 3, full clear, and wait, they did show up, but they shouldn't have bothered. They could not get past door number 1, and after getting through door number 2, Kate held the back wall. Lovely triple whammy for Kate Gaming, one of the bounty honeys.
All right, Jake AW going 2-1 this week. Unfortunately, round 1, he had to 2-tap a General Grievous team, and despite the fact he got a hold with Padme, he was unfortunately 6 banners less efficient. Everything after that was nice for him, because people didn't show up for rounds 2 and round 3. Round 2, he had to 2-tap an Endurance fleet, and again, had a no-show. Round 3, he couldn't clear the Chimera after 2 attempts, and again, had a no-show in the final round. Even though it was round 3, not the full on gunning for the prize, but unfortunately, that round 1 loss kind of screwed things up for him. Anyways, 2-1 for JKW.
Geek Girl did not join. Naughty, naughty. She will be back next week. She did not forget to join.
Naughty, naughty, naughty. I was going to say, we're starting to build up a list of people who we need to just roast.
Yes.
Because I don't want to be the only one.
Yeah, you're the only person that seems to get roasted for not joining. But Oulamar's 3-0. He's back where he belongs. He's back at the top. He did get knocked off that perch for a very short period of time by Bomber. But luckily for him, Bomber has dropped around this week. So, he goes one clear round ahead, which he needs because Bomber
didn't drop around this week. Bomber went 3-0 as well.
Yeah, no, he dropped around this. I said this month. Oh, did I say this week?
Oh, yeah.
He dropped around first week of the month. And obviously, Oulamar needs Bomber to drop rounds because Bomber has got, Oulamar on banners difference by a massive amount. So there ain't no way Oulamar's catching up them banners. He needs that one clear round victory. It's either Oulamar or Bomber Fett this month. They're the ones that are going to win the Division 2 title because all the other pretenders to the Div 2 title got promoted to Div 1 freshmen. So it's all on Oulamar and Bomber Fett's shoulders for this season. Anyway, I think we should take a break. Do you think we should take a break?
And we've got our patron board coming up. Paul and the Noob are going to be talking about all of our lovely patrons who support us at support the pod at the Kyber Combatant tier. And if you want to find out more, tune in for this next segment.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second week of 5v5 for this season of the Patreon's Leaderboard. This segment is brought to you by the Patreons of the Escape Pod cast. Are you not a streamer but enjoy this show and would like to see your name up here on the boards? Join the Escape Podcast Patreon at the Kyber Combatant level or higher and get on the Patreon leaderboard. Head on over to patreon.com/theescapepod to sign up. I am Paul Anthony. As always, I am joined by my robotic life partner, Newbie from Helly and the Noob, as we take a look at how all of our Patreons that are on the board did this week. Let's get to it. Big Country Mag's 3-0. He says, while the first week of being in Division 2 was rough, week 2 was better. He is starting to get the hang of these 3 seashells. 2 fleets. Bringer of Chaos, 2-1. He loses the middle match while getting stuck behind a Padme team. He also takes home the most losses this week. D, 1-2 for the week. It started out great, but it took a turn for the worst in the other 2 rounds. But he did have the most defensive holds, so good for him. Dr. Jojo, 3-0 in round 3. His opponent, by the name of the Banu L, messaged him in a very, very rude manner. His constant goading of the good doctor was uncalled for, and the opponent's failing on his slacker put a smile on my face when I saw that reported. Folks, don't be a jerk to your opponents. You're better than that. You handled it well, Doc. Enjoy your 3-0. 4 Strong 1-2. He wins the middle match, but is outgunned in the first and third rounds each. Leonard McFacepunch, 1-2 for the week. No full clears, while his opponent in the last 2 rounds did. Riverboy 12, the new kid on the block, goes 2-1 for the week. His first opponent succumbed to his defense right away. His second round, he one-shot everything, but his opponent didn't attack ships. Third round, he met his twin, as he says. Same roster, strategy, defense, everything almost the same. He one-shot all but one of his fleets and took the loss by 12 banners. I know how that feels. I also need to note that his 6,334 banners was only 3 higher than Big Country Mag's. But those 3 banners is enough to bring him home the nod for the most banners this week. And finally, Schnarman, 2-1. But that's not the whole story. Round 1 was a good butt kicking to his opponent. Round 2 was a little closer. And round 3, he brought home 1,754, which is really good for his division. But the thing is, so did his opponent, who had a higher GP than him, then therefore his tie resulted in a loss. I'm also going to note that even though he has dropped 2 matches, and that's matches, he has not lost a single battle this season, guys, because the standings show that. All right, here we are. Dr. JoJo with the 6-0 record for the month tops the leaderboard. But I'm also going to point this out. BCM and Riverboy at 5-1 have more banners, which is the win-loss record tiebreaker. Bringer's hoping the 3 of them slip up, and he can take that spot on top with another 650 banners less than JoJo. Schnarman in 4th, D in 5th, and Force and Punchy tied for 6th by record. I'm Paul Anthony for the Noob and the Escape Podcast Patreons. We wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to those that celebrate other holidays. We ask you to protect those that you love, wear a mask, and be nice to each other, damn it. I send it back to the Nev and Flair for Division 1, the big boys, right here on GACenter. Take it away, boys.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Paul made a boo-boo on the stat cards. I do not do those stat cards. Those stat cards are not my responsibility, not my fault. Speak to his manager, which would be him, not my manager. Actually, my manager is... Yeah, no, we have the same manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't have a Karen here, so we're safe.
Yeah.
Oh, Flair's got lights on around his neck now.
I've got lights on, and you know, depending on how festive I'm feeling, we can either go where's the button? Where's the button? Right.
Okay.
Here's the button. We can go kind of festive, we can go very festive, or just constant festive.
Just go constant festive.
Yeah, constant festive.
Constant festive. Okay, it's time for the big boys.
It is time for the big boys, and we are starting off with Fartmart going 3-0 this week. And can we notice that he full cleared this week? Even going with his usual strategy of lots of defense. Round 1 seemed to be a collector with slow mods, and so he kind of smashed them out the gate. Round 2 was a good account, even on mods. Fartmart full cleared him. Strong defense only allowed him 1 area to take. Round 3 was a decent account, appeared to play 50% of the time, went heavy defense, and his opponent put a softish defense. And Fartmart just steamrolled him with smaller teams, taking a 3-0, and defense still wins battles for Fartmart.
And Wrangler, 2-1. Our favorite space cowboy went wrangling this week. He was hunting for some wampers along the space lanes, as he usually does. And things were going well for a time in rounds 1 and rounds 2. He picked up the win. But when he got to round 3, he faced a wily GL Ray who pimp slapped him and stopped him from getting a triple. Hard times being a cowboy. 2-1 for Wrangler.
On to Wiggins Bog going 3-0. Almost very close to a triple crown until round 3 hit this week. Round 1 was a full clear 1-shot with 5 slacker holds and 3 executrix holds. Round 2, another full clear 1-shot, winning the efficiency game by 12 banners. And then round 3, unfortunately, is where his triple crown potential ended, where he had the 3 tap a slacker team. But his opponent just stopped after failing a seep battle. So, yeah, he took it really easy on that one. Anyway, 3-0. Triple whammy for Wiggins Bog.
An average week for whatever. Round 1 was a good clean start with a flawless victory, and his opponent just couldn't clear. Round 2 was the loss, though, with the MILF fleet causing trouble. Competitors, you need to be cautious of Relic Akbar fleets with your negotiators. They will not always work. Round 3 was an odd win, but still earned, as he couldn't fall clear, but his opponent couldn't either. Rewards for a stout defense. 2-1 for whatever. There's
Hi,
me.
Neil. 3-0. You're finally back in the game.
I know, I'm back in the game. 3 weeks of no 3-0s. Yeah, that's my worst run ever. 3 weeks. I went 2-1, 1-2, 2-1. That's my worst run like ever. So yeah, back to my 3-0 winning ways. It's
But then the question really becomes: has the damage already been done?
No, the damage hasn't been done. I played it safe this week to guarantee the 3-0. No messing around, no solos. I mean, there was one match where I could have soloed, but I decided to just put in my Wampa and my GG and my Nest just to make triply sure that it was basically all my relic. It was my relics and Nests. So yeah, got it out of the way. 3-0 for me. Yay,
Nice.
me. Spartan, another really hard fought week for Spartan, who got another triple. No crown or whammy, just like last week, but still earned with a good hard D. Round 1 cleared 2 territories, but was a no-show. Round 2 cleared 2 territories, but again, no-show. So, we should maybe give him the crown king of the no-shows. Round 3 nearly full cleared, but the D held the top nodes, so another win. Triple for Spartan.
Alrighty, on to GACenter. Unfortunately, going 2-1, his streak of winning, unfortunately, has come to an end. As he puts it, all opponents were evenly matched aside from the Smurf. GC manipulated account with the GL Ray. He was the only person to attempt the attack against his opponent's Ray all season. Unfortunately, GACenter lost the attempt and lost the entire GAC round as a result. The rest of them were really not much to talk about, but 2-1 still for GACenter. He's still been doing really good this season, though.
Oh, Rand B, another 1-2. He's had more 1 and 2s in the last 2 months than any other competitor, and that includes Cubs. This week actually started well. I mean, he blasted his round 1 opponent with a flawless victory, hitting his opponent with multiple undersized victories. But, yeah, that was it for Rand, though, as he got stuck on a negotiator fleet in round 2, costing him the win. And he got stuck on a Padme team in round 3. So a bad week for Rand. Better luck next week, Rand. 1 and 2.
On to Biscuit Weasel, going 2-1 this week. Round 1, he had to 2-tap a General Grievous team. And thankfully, a hold with home 1 gave him enough banners to take the win there. Round 2 was a full clear 1-shot with a hold with Bugs, a hold with Newt, 1 with Bosk, and 3 with his CLS. And round 2, unfortunately, he had to 2-tap Darth Revan team, and then he could not clear gas after 3 attempts and couldn't get to ships. Unfortunately, he only got a hold with his CLS and Padme, which gave him the loss. 2-1 for Biscuit Weasel.
Bitcoin with a 3-0. Oh, what a surprise. Clinical week for Bitcoin, as he did not face his girlfriend. Round 1 was a full clear, despite a loss. 1 loss in that one. Didn't matter, as his opponent couldn't clear anything. Nothing. Couldn't clear a sausage. Round 2, despite Bitcoin's opponent having 2 GLs, he still couldn't full clear. And of course, Bitcoin did. Round 3, more of the same as Bitcoin full cleared. And yeah, his opponent didn't. Again, 3-0, triple whammy for Bitcoin.
On to Yeti. And as Yeti unfortunately puts it, his winning streak ended at 26. Round 1, hardest account in the brackets, double GL with great mods. And he had Yeti set a pretty solid defense to pull what he needed to clear. We one-shot the board without dropping each other's slackers. Yeti did it more efficiently with a narrow win. Round 2 was a solid Ultimate Ray account. Good mods. It was a messy attack for Yeti, but Yeti knew his opponent couldn't clear 2 of his teams. Vader failed on his 185% Tenacity Ray, and we still pulled out a narrow win. Solid. Round 3, being out of town cost him here. Didn't have much time to comb, but he set what he thought would stop him. His opponent sort of set what he expected. He usually sets a CLS, but he didn't this time. And usually he blocks the bond with Slacker, but didn't this time. These two things caused the loss. He was able to clear Slacker in 1 and Gas in 3, and the fleets behind in 3. He had nothing for Darth Rev in the back bottom, but Yeti could have and should have set him next to Gas up top. Unfortunately, Yeti got greedy and it cost him. Oh well, 2-1 for Yeti.
And there's the Div 1 Freshman League. Bitcoin and Fortmore at the top. That unfortunate loss for Yeti, I think it sealed it for him. I really do. I think it's Bitcoin and Fortmore go into the Premier League. Yeti, I can't see Fort dropping 2 rounds from the last 6 rounds of the month. I mean, yes, I can see Yeti going undefeated for the last 2 weeks. I just can't see Fort dropping 2 rounds. Can you? Flair, can you see him dropping? I'm talking, buddy. Hello. Can you see him dropping 2 rounds?
I'm looking here. I mean, I don't see Bitcoin and Fort pretty much. I feel like they've just got it solidly. Like it would take a Christmas miracle and a New Year's miracle for Yeti to drop.
Yeah.
Not Yeti to drop, for Fortmore to drop much.
For Fortmore to drop 2, yeah. I just can't see it happening. I really, really can't. I did pick 1 back up. I'm really, really, really hoping that I can at least finish in the top half of this table. Because, being in the bottom half for the last 3 weeks, making me look bad. It's doing damage to my cred. My street cred is like in the toilet right now because of these last 4 weeks. So, must finish in the top half of the table as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, let's move on to the big boys. O&A. No triple for Ranger this week. I hope it doesn't harm his chances of making the Premier League. Round 1 was a glorious, flawless victory with no issues whatsoever. Round 2 was another glorious, flawless victory. And round 3, the curse of round 3 struck Ranger right at the beginning as he lost his first battle. It's horrible, you know. It's really, really horrible. It sucks to lose your first battle of a round. His opponent flawless victoried him, and that was that. But life is Cabra, and Cabra's life.
All right, Scorch going 1-2 this week. Unfortunately, round 1, he had to 2-tap a General Grievous and a Malevolence team. Got a hold with Mon Mothma and Sisters and won by a large amount of efficiency. Unfortunately, in round 2, he had a 2-tap Array and 3-tap a General Grievous team, and unfortunately, he got full clear 1-shot. In round 3, he did get a full clear 1-shot, but unfortunately, he lost the efficiency battle. So really good, solid performance from him this week. Besides just getting slapped around in round 2, but unfortunately, efficiency cost him the extra win there. So 1-2 for Scorch.
Paul, another. It's weird saying another 2-1 for Paul, who is enjoying a great end to the season. In round 1, he rolled through his opponent like a Sherman tank. In round 2, he could have won. But a flawless battle in Fleet was required. He needed 63s, and it just wasn't forthcoming. So a close loss in round 2. In round 3, his defense, his actual defense caused his opponent lots of problems. I mean, he got 3 holds. 3 holds! Giving him a 2-1 for the week. Keep it up, Paul.
On to Mudbum, bumming it around with a 2-1 this week. Round 1, he had a 2-tap a Sith Eternal Palpatine, but his Slacker straight up slapped his opponent multiple times, giving him a solid defensive win there. Round 2, the same Slacker appeared on his opponent's roster and slapped him 7 times amidst other drops, and unfortunately, Mudbum got full cleared. Round 3 was a full clear 1-shot squeaking by a single banner. 1 banner was the difference between a 2-1 and a 1-2. 2-1 for Mudbum.
Moon didn't start well. He played the wrong tactics in round 1 against a GL Ray. And you know what it's like sometimes. If you play it wrong, you can just go on tilt and it can snowball out of control. That's what happened in round 1. He went on tilt and lost round 1. Round 2, he flawless victoried his opponent, and his opponent couldn't clear, so he started to pick things up in round 2. And in round 3, he chased a few feats. So he did drop a few banners, but he got the full clear, and his opponent failed to clear. 2-1 for Moon.
Macias didn't sign up, so unfortunately it's a 0 for 3.
It's Justin. Great start with a convincing round 1 flawless victory for Ian. His opponent couldn't clear, so he got the win. Then round 2 happened, and the 3 losses he suffered cost him the banners and the win, unfortunately, by 11. Not a massive difference. Yeah, unfortunately, that's where the loss came round 2. Round 3, he came good and picked up another flawless victory, making the weekend on a high. 2-1 for Ian.
Gridden, the man with the hair, going 2-1 this week. All 3 full clears, but unfortunately, we'll go through it. Round 1 was a full clear one shot, getting a hold with Phasma team, and hold with Negotiator. His opponent stopped after that 1 fleet attempt. Round 2 was a 2-tap against the opponent's CLS. He did get a hold with Negotiator, but unfortunately, he lost the efficiency battle by 7 banners. Round 3 was a 2-tap against Calorana Mass team, Crew First Order, and his opponent stopped after breaking down Akira and GG team. So really not much past that, but Gridden, man with the hair, unfortunately dealing with that efficiency battle, but still a 2-1 is still a 2-1.
Going nerdy. Thaddeus. What do we do with you? The competitor who is bad at being bad had a bad week. What a surprise. He lost rounds 1 and 3 very comprehensively. But hey, at least he got round 2 and avoided the wooden spoon. Good job, really, even though his opponent did not show up. So he was lucky he didn't get the wooden spoon. 1 and 2 for Thaddeus this week.
All right, Fruit Ninja Mike going 3-0 with a triple crown. And do we have a bowling term for if they go? Is it going to be a turkey if he goes a 3rd week with a triple crown? Because that's what he's asking.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyways,
hey, I'm sure we can accommodate if he gets a triple crown.
All right. Anyways, as he put it, first 2 opponents were painfully outmatched. Both had 1 fewer GL than Mike did. And the second round match didn't even have a negotiator. Mike finished second round ahead by 40 banners and didn't use Sith Eternal Emperor, Darth Revan, Malik, JKR, or JKL. Round 3 was a known APK hacker, yet to be banned. Hopefully is now. Solid account, but 1 less GL than Mike. Contacted them in game to scare them out of cheating, and it seems to have worked. They failed once on the Newt lead, a trend, by the way. And as of writing this, as of the time he was writing this, they cleared 1 zone and are mathematically unable to win unless they do solo everything left, including all 3 of the GLs. Good end to the week. And he did pull out the win in round 3, giving him a 3-0 triple crown.
And his main rival in the league, Endall, with also a 3-0 triple crown. Nothing too remarkable from the King of D this week. 3 flawless victories and a triple crown. Nothing there as he chases Fruit Ninja Mike for the title. In rounds 1 and rounds 3, his opponents couldn't clear, so no surprises there. And round 2 was a no-show. So, can I have some of these no-shows? I really want some of these no-shows. 3-0 triple crown for Endall.
Get your pickles out because it's Finn. Not a week of full clears, but he did pull out the 3-0. Round 1, opponent put JKR and Darth Revan on defense, so he was low on offense. Did not full clear Finn, and he had 1 shot full cleared, but intentionally 3-shot a night. He 1-shot full clear everything up to a Night Sister team, where he intentionally 3-shot it by leaving Acolyte and Zombie to finish the killing feat that they had this week. Round 2 was a win. Opponent seems pretty balanced on defense. He got the full clear one shot all the way through. Opponent seemed to have enough on offense to full clear, but failed an attack on Padme and seemed to maybe have resigned after that with no additional attacks. Round 3, Opponent went very heavy on defense, putting Gas, Darth Revan, and JKR was trending to a battle of efficiency. Opponent was only able to clear the bottom front zone. He was pushing for full clear, so took some gambles on teams, being confident that he could clear the bottom row and get 2 zones. Got some multi-attacks in the risk of full clear, but still secured the bottom 2 territories, giving him the win 3-0 for Finn.
DPK coming in with a 2-1. DPK was working hard this week. And when I say hard, I mean hard. 12-hour shifts, 6 days of the week. It's impressive to get a 2-1 when you've got all of that in real life. Bad start to the week, losing in round 1, but he did come good with wins in rounds 2 and rounds 3. 2-1 for the hardworking DPK.
On to DB official. Round 1, the Imperial troopers slapped him 6 times, and he still couldn't clear him after that. Only getting a single hold with CLS, and he got full cleared. Round 2 was a full clear one-shot with a hold with CLS, but his opponent stopped after taking 3 teams. So he won basically by default there. Round 3 was another full clear one shot. Unfortunately, he lost the efficiency battle by 8 banners, by less than 2 hands of banners. Unfortunately, that is a 1-2 for DB official.
Cubs stopped the rot this week after 3 consecutive 1-2s. The week started well, with solid wins in rounds 1 and rounds 2, even getting a no-show in round 2. But then came round 3, and the dreaded curse. A single loss on an Empire fleet. With his malevolence, due to bad RNG, saw the banners lost and the round by 18. Very, very nasty. 2-1 for Cubs.
And rounding out our standard division is Black Mamba with a 3-0 triple whammy this week. Round 1 was a full clear one-shot. Holds with the sisters, CLS, Mon Mothma, and GL Ray, who is still staying to this day, mind you. Round 2 was a 2-tap against General Grievous, getting a hold with GL Ray and winning the efficiency battle by 6 banners. Round 3 was another full clear one-shot. 2 holds with Padme and getting 1 with CLS, securing the victory there. 3-0 triple whammy for Black Mamba.
And there's the bottom. We don't really care about the bottom except for who's right at the bottom of the bottom. the man at the... Thaddeus, dude, seriously. Oh, you're at the bottom of the table. Scorch is above you. Paul is above you. You don't even have the battle losses for the Dunces Cup, my son. So, you've got 6 rounds to do something about it. Let's look at the top.
6 rounds. Rack up them losses, boy. You got a lot in your roster.
There we go. Fruit Ninja Mike and Endall at the top. Still 1 round in it. Endall desperately needs Fruit Ninja Mike to not just lose 1, but 2 rounds. I can't see it happening. I really, really can't. I think Mike is going to run away with the Division 1 Standard League title because... yeah, can you see him I can't see him losing 2 rounds in out of the last 6. Can you? I just can't see it.
Yeah, and I mean, when we look at this, we see it's a battle between Moon and Ranger right now for that 4th spot. But we have RSG kind of sitting there in 3 and 4 right now. So, man, it's getting close.
It's getting close. Ranger went 2-1, but so did Moon. If Moon had just gone 3-0 this week, would be in that 4th spot. But, okay, what's it time for, Ray? What's it time for? What's it time for, Flair? What's it time for?
It's time for the big boys, the triple XL boys.
Yeah, the triple XL boys. Okay, we got Zareth coming in with a 3-0 triple crown. A fine week for Zareth as he chases the title and his rival, Cletho. Round 1 was an easy collector opponent. So flawless victory there, which is what tends to happen against collectors that aren't particularly competitive. Round 2 was an impressive flawless victory against a TI Guild competitor. So very, very impressive there. Now, round 3 was very, Very impressive, and I recommend you go check it out on the Gambit podcast. It is definitely one of those ones you want to watch. Very impressive opponent, so even more impressive to get the flawless victory. Go check out the Gambit podcast for that final round. 3-0, Triple Crown.
And his partner in crime, Solo, going 3-0 this week as well. Unfortunately, it's a triple whammy, not a triple crown. Round one, opponent placed a couple of really tricky teams to scheme against. He was able to one-shot the board, but his opponent used Slacker before getting into the back zone and could not clear his Sith Eternal Emperor Palpatine. Round two, opponent put JKL, JML on defense, along with a couple other strong teams. He was able to one-shot while his opponent dropped a fight to his Slacker. Round three, his opponent only placed one GL on defense, so Solo easily cleared the ground. A stupid negotiator on defense stole the triple crown, though. Opponent struggled on his defenses, despite having so much for offense. His opponent was able to get the clear, but scored less than 2,000 thanks to 5 losses. 3-0, triple Rammy for Solo.
Rambam did not have a good start to the week. He lost round one to a really sturdy defense. That's where those 3 losses were, all in round one. It cost him the round, but he did turn it around. And he turned it around really, really well. Round two, a very fine, flawless victory. And he took that momentum into round three with another flawless victory. 2-1 for Rambam for the week.
On to Mandy, going 1-2 this week. Round one was a loss. Soccer could not solo a Mon Mothma team, and the Bugs could not kill the sisters. Unfortunately, he got full clear one shot. Round two was a win. Imperials could not, unfortunately, fell a nest and had to be cleaned up afterwards. But his Ray and GG both got holds, securing the win for him there. Round three, again, was another loss. Treya couldn't kill a Padme team, but a GG hold, unfortunately, was not enough for him to secure a second win this week, losing on efficiency and banners. 1-2 for Mandalore.
Lazy Turtle coming in with a 1-2. He actually had a great start. He came back from a single battle loss to beat his opponent on banners, despite getting one shot by his opponent. So really, really good start, but that was the end of his good fortune, as he failed to use the right Jedi teams. You got to use the correct Jedi counters if you want to win. Failed to use the correct Jedi counters in round two, and then he couldn't get past a GL Ray in round three. So a good start, but a bad end to the week for Lazy Turtle. 1-2.
On to Klesso, going 3-0 with a triple whammy. And looking at everything for him, not too much to talk about. Round one was a full clear one shot. Opponent just didn't full clear. Like all the battles, he won every battle he did, and there's nothing there. Didn't finish the rest of the battles. Round three, unfortunately, he had to 3-tap a Seep team, but he got holds with Slacker, Rex Galactic Republic, and General Grievous. Round three was another full clear one shot with 4 banners more efficient than his opponent's full clear one shot. So an excellent job. 3-0 triple whammy for Klesso.
Jake Johnson with a triple whammy, a firm and well-earned triple whammy for Jake this week, who is finishing very, very strong for the season. Actually, that's not, hang on a minute. No, that's not a triple whammy. It's just a regular triple. Sorry, my bad. It's not a whammy. It's just a regular triple. I'm reading the wrong notes. We will be sorry to see him go at the end of this season, but his victories will live on in GACenter history.
You know, I've made a holiday oopsie and actually read Indigo's report for Klesso.
Naughty. I want to speak to your manager.
Yeah, naughty. I did make a naughty. So Indigo was the one who had to 3-tap a Seep team, but still had an efficiency battle. Hilariously enough, there was some. I don't even know what I did here. They were right next to each other. Anyways, yeah. So he had to do a 2-tap on Ray. Opponent stopped after failing to beat Ray and Slacker one time. It's really weird. I actually read. Anyways. Ray 2-tap round 1. He had to 3-tap a Seep team and full clear 1-shot in round 3 with 4 banners, more efficient. Klesso had 2 full clear 1-shots and a 2-tap on GL Ray. And Seep and Darth Revan 2-tap hold 1. Anyways, yeah, 3-0. Triple whammy for Indigo as well.
Heinzie, we have an interview with Heinzie this week. So we will talk about his week there. But let's just say some bad RNG and some tough competition is what caused this week's 1 and 2.
On to Dylar going to N1 this week. Not a full sweep of clears. Round 1 was a win. Went up against an old guildmate who set a FU defense because he thought he would make his stream more interesting. Somehow, Dylar still cleared while he obviously didn't have the offense to do the same to Dylar. A truly epic match, though. Round 2 was another win. A paper defense. Easily conquered. His opponent full cleared the board, but with losses. Round 3 was the loss. An absolute banger against a Cobra Caw member. Sadly, the surprise gas in the back zone spelled his doom. GG, Toby. 2-1 for Dylar.
Triple whammy for our Grand Admiral this week with a potent start, getting a flawless victory in round 1 and having a successful Utini bomb against a Mon Mothma team. I did the same thing. Round 2 was a tense affair, but with the Grand Admiral's defense holding, his full clear was more than enough for victory. Round 3 was close, like real close, with the Grand Admiral getting a victory by a single banner. Onward to the Premier League for the Grand Admiral.
And rounding out our coverage, as always, is Ando going 3-0, the triple whammy. And as he put it, he faced Uberwan from his alliance. Ando one-shot the board for the ultra-efficient 2100. His opponent 2 shots, GG, and didn't clear the bottom back zone for 1775. Round 2, Ando tried to get cute and play Oramando contract against his bounty hunters, but had to back out as it was not a good look. Other than a one-shot, one-shot the board is what it. His opponent 2-shot his Mon Mothma and JTR teams and could not clear the back wall. Round 3, a rematch against Admiral Rage Poutine, who beat him last time due to a game crash. Though Ando severely out-rostered him, Poutine is still good, and he beat a triple GL account to get to the finals. Side note, this 7 million behemoth account is apparently his alt. So
an alt, a 7 million alt?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ando one-shot the board, although picking up some real low scores until ships again. He fat-fingered one ability, and it sent his first order and rebel matchup down, spiraling, and he had to clean it up with his own rebels. His Poutine was watching and attacked right after. He 4-tapped a Darth Revan that caused him to need to score 71 on both remaining fleets. And unfortunately, he did not get a 71. He did much worse than that, giving him Ando a 20-banner lead, giving him the 3-0. And victory, redemption against Admiral Rage Poutine. 3-0. Excellent job.
Okay. They all want to see it. They all want to see the table. They all want to know how they did. Let's have a look. Let's bring it up. Klesso is still at the top. Zareth is just behind him. The banners are getting closer. Solo still there. And the Grand Admiral Arnold is in 4th. So nothing has changed. Our top 4 are still the same top 4. They're the ones going on to the Premier League, and the battle still rages between Klesso and Zareth.
This is getting intense. And are we displaying this now, or are we doing it after the interview?
We are going to display it after the interview. We will show the 10 people who currently qualify for the Premier League.
All right. Well, we have got ourselves an interview with the Aussie Adonis himself, Heinzie. We had to time ourselves correctly because everything down under is topsy-turvy, and it was late night for us. But anyways, we got an interview
upside down.
Everything's upside down. Yeah. And so we managed to get one with Heinze. So Neil, let's go and check that out, shall we?
Let's go check it.
Are you a member of Team Paul or Team Neil? Maybe you prefer story time with the llama, or dabble in the buttery side of the force with Biscuit Weasel. Or maybe you like the escape pod talents from Down Under like Heinze and Scotty. No matter who you support, you can get one of my designs from the Escape Podcast merch store. Just go to escapepodcastaways.com, click on the merch link, and it will take you to the TeePublic site where you can support me, Mrs. Anthony, also known as Critty K. Also be sure to check out the Mrs. Anthony Shirts channel on the Escape Podcast's Discord server weekly to vote for my latest shirts in the Design Derby on Woot. Links for both of these are down below. Thank you for supporting the Escape Podcast.
Does your guild want to tap into their full potential in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? Yeah! For as low as $1 a month per guild member, your guild can unleash the power of the game in ways you never thought possible. Ooh. Track your arena movements, guild progression, and much, much more. Contact Shitty Bill and get one of his shitty bots on your server today. Just look for him on our Discord server and tag or message him for more information. The link for our server is below in the description. Shitty bots, don't let the name fool you.
SWGOH.GG is your one-stop site for the raw data behind the game Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. From complete gear lists to intuitive stats behind all of your favorite holotable heroes. SWGOH.GG has it all. With a .GG account, you can get a complete view of your own roster, see how you match up against other players, and even check out the history of your own Grand Arena Championship matches. You can also see what your opponent used on you to give you a better understanding of counters and team compositions to improve your gameplay. Did you know that they also have some great Patreon features as well? Ad-free browsing of their site, guild information, and manual information requests are included in their 3 levels of Patreon support. Check out the site for more details. That's SWGOH.GG. Unleash your holotable potential today.
And welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Our current guest, currently not here, but you know him as the Load Master Supreme. He's cursed by the RNG gods. It's the Aussie Adonis. It's Heinze.
And Mrs. H, I'm just I'm going to have a chat to this Tommy Flog guy. And some other guy's named after a pair of pants, some flares or something like that. So I won't be long. Sorry.
And so it begins.
Okay.
Hey, how are you guys? How you going?
Hi, Heinze. How you doing?
Hi, Heinze.
Pleasure to be with you, gentlemen. How's things? How have you been?
Well, we've been fine. And what we're here to do is to see just how you're doing. So you know the format. We bring everybody on. We want to know how all our competitors do. And as we've actually got on the Chiron below, you just so happen to be one of our most improved competitors, especially over the last 3 months. Might have something to do with the extra GLs you've got, but we'll get into that. So, Heinze, why don't you tell us how your week went? Start off with round 1 and let's work our way through.
Yeah, Axel, very, very close loss in the end. Just pipped us on a little bit on efficiency. A good battle, a lot of fun. He actually reached out to me at the start, which was great, and he said, "Look, let me know if you need me to attack early or whatever else. Just let us know," which was really cool. It's good when you get communication from people like that. So that was a lot of fun. It doesn't happen often, so yeah, it's pretty awesome. And then round 2, our boy Bitter Dog we went up against, a massive account, a real solid account, but didn't attack us. Couldn't be bothered. Was probably a bit blinded by my awesomeness. Let's be honest.
It sucks when you get a no-show. It does.
Yeah,
suck
it certainly is. No, he didn't hit it.
Maybe he was astonished by the copious amounts of beer you probably consumed that night.
Yes, I totally don't blame him for that. It was a very, very busy, efficient night on the glass. Let's be honest, definitely. But no, we had a lot of fun. But no, Bitter Dog was good. And then look, we got hit pretty hard in the end. We just got pipped in the end. We got hit hard by one particular team that basically unraveled us from that point on. So yeah, it was a bit rough.
That was someone from Core Patrol, though, wasn't it? You're round
Yeah, went up
3.
against Slick Rick. I've battled him before, which is pretty cool. Battled him before and had a chat with him back then, and he reached out to me. He actually reached out to me before we even started. He said, dude, we're in the grouping. I'm looking forward to catching up with you at some point and battling against you head to head, which was really great. So I do get a bit of communication from people from time to time, which is great. A bit of the, the boss or bitch style from our boy Urs, same sort of thing, which is great. But no, it was a really good challenge, and yeah, he. I mean, let's be in it. He whipped my butt. Not gonna lie, it was pretty awful. But one team and one move and one wrong press of the button can undo your run, guys. I think we all know how that works, doesn't it?
Did you actually get him? Did you have him on stream? Were you able to do?
No,
because sometimes
no,
it's a lot of fun when you've got someone on stream and you can do that backwards and forwards. It makes for a more entertaining GAC battle when you can do that and actually have someone there on stream.
Yeah. We actually had one of our guests on from Shadowlands recently who joined us as a guest, and we were battling his account live, and that was really fun. That was really, really great, little interesting insight, for both of us, because he actually got to see how people attack him, head to head, which is like a whole different take. I mean, we all know what works or what we think works from our perspective, but he thought, oh, I didn't actually think you would use this team against that. And it was a real eye-opener for him as well from a strategy point of view for future, which was really, really great.
It's like, maybe this defense isn't actually as good as I think it is.
Correct. Yeah, that's it. That was really surprising to him. It's like I set this and it gets holds, but I didn't realize it was that sketchy, sometimes. So he's actually gone back and actually changed his mind on it and strengthened it going forward. So it's just a different take to what you would normally get, just going a normal standard head to head. So that was great. And then my alt account, of all things, actually got matched up against one of my boys, Lego Calrissian, on Monday. And I don't know if you guys heard or saw this, but we actually went head to head. We had both screens live on the stream together at the same time.
It is a lot of fun. We did it earlier on in the season with two. We were lucky. We got two of our competitors who went head to head, and we did a fight night. So up there on the screen, and then we went backwards and forwards, and they both got to see how their defense is held. You get to see, it makes it such a better spectacle when you can have both competitors attacking and seeing how their defenses hold up simultaneously. It's a great thing to be able to do.
It's an awesome dynamic. It's really entertaining. We actually had a bet that if he lost, I got to choose a Zeta for him. If he won, I had to drink Foster's for our next Gridsy session.
Oh yes,
it was a real serious bet. We went to head to head. There was a lot of bravado on the line. There was a lot of smack talk, a lot of chest, pigeon chesting going on. It was great. But I never ever set negotiator on defense. I just happened to this particular time. He expected that I wasn't going to, and he got caught out. And
you didn't want to drink the Fosters, did you?
Not a fan.
You're not a fan of the amber nectar at all, are you?
Not a fan of that. Let me tell you, not gonna lie. We definitely got much better stuff down here to consume than the Fosters. Let me tell you, it's actually hard to find. It's not easy to find down here, that's for sure.
So you didn't have the best week, but like you said, that it with the exception of obviously your round 3, the first 2 rounds were relatively close.
Yes.
But there's some RNG. What is it with the RNG gods and you at the moment? Because I've gone back over some of your previous months, and you seem to lose an awful lot of rounds through one battle. You just fall, and we're not talking about a huge amount of banners here. We're talking about the banners lost from having to double tap a squad. And these aren't squads that you would usually. You'd look at these squads and you'd go, yeah, that's a single tap. It might not be 61 or 62 banners, but you'd look at that and go, yeah, that's a 59, that's a 58, that's a 57, and they end up turning into 35s.
And you get one of those in every round, and it hurts you, punishes you enormously.
You're getting them every single week, whereas most other competitors might have one or two of those in an actual round, but not then in other. You seem to get it like every single, at least 2 rounds a week. It's absolutely
It's
bonkers
gotta
how
be
much
something
you get
in the Aussie
screwed.
water.
Okay, so I put it down to this, right? There's 2 factors that cause that. The first factor is my modding. I think, look, at the start, I have quite a heavy roster. I'd have what you'd call a fat roster. It's as fat as. I originally built it around, obviously, TB, and I was helping my guilds at the time, making sure they got platoons in and stuff like that as priority. And then I've had to reinvent that to a more GAC focused roster, and it's been very difficult. It really is at that level. But the other mistake I made early on, and again, hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it, gentlemen? I put a larger emphasis on ships and therefore Zetas than I did mods, especially early on, and that really does punish me in a lot of occasions. I mean, we went up against our boy Slick Rick, and he had something like an extra 400 plus 10 speed mods on me last battle. Stuff like that. It's just double. Whatever I had, it was just double. And you guys know how important mods are. You really do. I don't need to tell you. And everyone else out there that watches this knows exactly the same thing, that mods are just key to this game. And obviously I've been spending a lot of time over the last few months certainly trying to correct that. And I think that's certainly helped a little bit with the performance. And the other factor is that, when you have a few too many beverages, gentlemen, you're probably not as game minded as you probably would be if you were sitting on the toilet playing this game. Let's be honest.
The old liquid courage ain't helping as much.
You just push the button thinking that you're confident in, you just make a stupid move and then things can go a bit pear-shaped real quick. So, again, it's a misplay mixed with stuff-ups, mixed with drunkenness, mixed with modding that needs to be improved. Would probably be my formula at the moment, unfortunately.
There's a lot of things to improve, and it sounds like the consumption is probably not going to be one of those anytime soon.
That ain't going to reduce. I got a feeling it's not going to get any less. I think I've got to work on the other factors. I don't think there's much I can do on the beverage front. I think that's just a lock. But look, to be fair, you guys know, and we discussed this before off camera. My approach to GAC is far different to a lot of other people on the leaderboards. I know that there's super competitive people. I obviously want to certainly bring it. I'm a proud person, and I'm very proud of my roster. It's taken a long time to build. But on the flip side, I do take a more relaxed approach. This to me is my release mechanism. It really is. This is where I let loose a bit and have some fun and muck around. Whereas day to day, from a leadership perspective, I do a lot of stuff with my guild and obviously the community that takes up a lot of time, and obviously a lot more focus goes to that as well. So yeah, this is my time to let loose.
Absolutely. All right, so let's rein it back in a little bit. Let's talk about that round 3. You said there was one team that surprised you, and that's kind of, it fits the question that we normally ask, a team that shocked you on defense that you had to go up against. So why don't you let us know about that?
Yep. Shout out to Slick Rick. It was magnificent. Ray lineup with Fives, Rex, Gas, and Echo. And it was horrific. It really was. We were one move. We went in with obviously Supreme Kylo, as we normally would, pretty confident with that against Ray generally. We actually made the decision at the time to just hold off for one more turn. I think we had it something like 80, 85, 89% or something, before you hit the ultimate. We had that charge, not quite 100% yet. We thought we'll give it one more shot. She's crossed her swords, and we'll get through this, because you very rarely guys get knocked off on the first cross of the swords ultimate ability hit. So we got time for this. We'll be right. What we didn't allow for was every other clone and gas going straight afterwards before you get an additional turn to take the helmet off and ripped us an absolute new one. So it was absolutely brutal, but a lot learnt from it. And it was just one button push made the difference between, a clear and a non-clear in this case. We didn't even clear the zone. It just ripped us a new one, ran out of teams. It was just nasty. So
probably reloaded the Ray and
here we go. Yeah. Look, we did. Okay, so when it comes to Galactic Legends, the preload button's off. Galactic Legends are disgusting in this game, especially in GAC. So we don't count those as a preload because,
there's still a monster regardless.
It's disgusting. Yeah, you can't really count that because it's either going to go great for you, you're going to get ripped a new one, and you can't control it a lot of times. So, yeah, anything else I stuff up, I'm happy to put my hand up and say, yep, that was me. The Galactic Legends, you don't have a lot of control over it. Well, you can as much as possible, but yeah, it can go sideways real fast. I think you all agree with that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, two last things really kind of quickly. You're a highlight team for you. Maybe a team that you really enjoyed playing with this week. Or maybe a combination. Whatever was your highlight this week.
I just love using the Vader lineup. I've been using Vader now, obviously, with Piet, and I've got Gideon now as well at Relic 5. And that is just fun.
Good Lord.
It's really fun. It really is, because you just shut them down. It's just great. So I've been going in with EP lead, Vader, Thrawn, Piet, and Gideon. And it's just, you just shut them down.
What have you been wrecking with that squad?
Oh, what haven't I been wrecking with them? Okay, so I took down, I'm just trying to think which teams I took down with it. It was, sorry, you've caught me after work, so I'm not quite in the zone yet of GACenter. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we took down, we had a pretty nasty bounty hunter team that we took down with that one. That just ripped them a new one. We took out Bugs with them as well. Bugs is always fun to take out with them. That was great. Vader anyway. He's fun just to take out with them in general. But yeah, they're still a good BC team lineup. But I just like using Gideon because I can. I mean, he's just fun. He really is. I'm going to have some fun with Mando. Relic 7 Mando I've got now this round. So I hit the join button on him. Yeah,
Beskar armor.
Yeah,
Mando.
Relic 7 Beskar Mando. Yeah. Got him at Relic 7 yesterday.
So jealous.
Dear God.
I'd love to have a BAM.
Yeah, so I'm going to have some real fun testing him out this particular GAC, this round of 3. So, yeah, looking forward to playing with the toys. Who doesn't like playing with the toys, boys? Let's be honest.
Well, that actually brings me on to the last question. What you've just said that you've been working on BAM, obviously getting him up to Relic. So you've obviously been working on him for the next week of GAC. Is there what else have you been working on for the last couple of weeks for the last couple of weeks of this month's GAC?
Well, I finished all the Galactic Legends, so now I can actually farm stuff that I actually want to farm. It's a really cool feeling. I'm not going to lie. So, so Beskar Mando obviously is definitely one we've been working on. Gideon was one I was building up. I'm also been working on. It was the not the Scout Trooper, the Hoth Rebel Scout for my Mothma team to make that a little bit more solid. He's at Gear 12 plus at the moment, so working on him just to get him to Relic level, just to make him that little bit more tanky. So having fun with that. What else have I been farming? I'm just trying to think. Been building up the troopers pretty hard. I knew Gideon was coming. I read the tea leaves a bit. I didn't know, as in no, but I had a feeling Gideon was coming, and I wanted to get my troopers up. It's one that I've been wanting to get around to do for a while. So last one left I'm working on is let's see, Snowy. I've got Snowy at Gear 12 plus. So Snow Trooper. So I'm just getting him up and running now, and that's all of them relicked.
So have you been working on stuff primarily for offense or primarily for defense? Is it your
more
defense?
for offense?
You've been working on your offense.
Yeah. I'd love to get a stronger defense. I mean, some of the lineups I go up against, it's 7.5 mil. So when you're up at that level, you're going up against every team fully relicked, nasty as hell. So the more that I can try and put more in defense and have more attacking options on my side, then I can make it a little bit stronger and just give me that buffer, where they drop a battle or two and it can come down to one drop for a win or a loss at that level. So yeah, I'm just looking at options to play with, and Mando's going to help a lot now. Of course, Gideon's going to be great. Get the troopers running if I need to. If they put sisters on defense, or just rip it a new one. Things like that. So looking forward to certainly being a bit more inventive and having a little bit more of a big thick D. Because everyone loves a big thick D, boys.
Yeah, everybody loves it. Everybody loves heavy D.
Everyone loves a good solid thick D.
Especially competitors like Endor.
Endor. I'm keeping out of that to say that.
Endor loves his D.
I'm sure he does. I mean, look, boys, we all love our D. We give it lots of care and lots of attention. So anyway, let's move right along, shall we?
No comment.
What is this?
Okay, all right. Heinzie, but we're at the part where you talk about the corner that you work on and everything. So pimp your stuff out. Where can people find you? What are you doing? What's around the corner?
I'm on every street corner. Not quite as many as Grid's. Grid's on a lot more street corners than I am. But no, all things being said, guys, yeah, Heinzie, ANZGC, not hard to find. Yeah, come and hang out with us. We're on Twitch, obviously when GAC's on. And yeah, all the YouTube vids, Rogue Actions, of course, with our boy Cubs, doing some fun stuff there. So yeah, guys, come and check us out and come and hang out and yeah, hit us up in comments and give us some love and we'll give a bit back. So yeah, that's about it, really.
Awesome. Neil, any other questions?
No, that's good. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
No worries, Pom. Cheers, bro. All good.
It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on, Heinzie. And guys, on the other side of a clip from probably one of Heinzie's harpoons and beer sessions or Gridsy sessions or whatever you're calling it now, we will get to our thoughts and acknowledgements for today's episode.
Are you going to put a disclaimer on this? I'm just warning you, put a disclaimer on it because whatever it is not going to go well. It won't be pretty.
We'll figure that out.
It's for mature audiences, ladies and gentlemen. You've been warned. There you go.
Mature audiences only.
Anyways, on the other side of this, we'll get to our thoughts and acknowledgements.
Ray 2. Let's go. Okay, everyone's had a turn. Now we get to do our thing. We get to hatch a cunning plan, which we've now done. Let's go all in brawl now. Anakin on B2. We want to get B2 out of there as quick as possible.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to pay the taxes. We're going to do an AoE. B2's out of there.
Oh, wow.
Let's get down now. Let's do. I was going to say cleanse, but everyone's pretty full. So
not down.
Redemption.
Redemption.
Yeah, trust me. Redemption.
Yeah, redemption. You mean
the middle one?
The middle one?
Yeah.
That's negotiator. Retribution. So I was thinking, is that an ability I don't remember or something? I haven't looked at it for a while, but hang on a minute.
No way. Yeah, okay.
Basic.
Oh shit, balls.
We need some redemption, not gonna lie. Here we go, all in brawl on B1.
No.
B1's gone.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
B1's gone. Alright, okay, here we go.
Basic.
We got basic. BB8's down. Alright, basic.
Alright.
Oh, big hit.
Big hit, you'll kill him.
Yeah, he's gone. Let's get rid of
Told
Nuke.
ya.
Basic.
At least I did something right tonight.
Don't be like that. You've done plenty right, man. Chillax. It's back for more. Basic. Done and dusted. 55. We got another team down. Got another.
And welcome back, ladies and gents. It's time to discuss the Premier League. Where are you? Where is? Let's bring it up. Who's in the top 10?
League.
There it is. And it has not changed, although it has got kind of close. There was the 2-1 and the 2-1 from Ranger and Moon, so nothing changed. But if Moon had just gone 3-0, it'd be him there now and not Ranger. So we have Bitcoin, Fruit Ninja Mike, Fortmore, Endor Beal, Finity, Klesso, Zarath, Solo, Ranger, and the Grand Admiral Arnold.
Dear Lord, that's a lot of names.
That's a lot of names. All these people will be competing against each other in our inaugural Premier League when we start off Season 2. So, yeah.
As it currently stands.
As it currently stands. Obviously, there are 6 rounds left to go. There are certain people that are definitely a shoo-in. I mean, Bitcoin's a shoo-in. I'd say Bitcoin is a shoo-in. Fruit Ninja Mike is a shoo-in. I would say Klesso, Zarath, and Solo are a shoo-in. Fortmore is a shoo-in. He's 2 ahead of Yeti. Our glorious rivalry is going to come to an end, unfortunately. So I'll have to find somebody else to mega loathe and make fun of. But yeah, we will see. Klesso says one of those guys won't be on there next season. Klesso, who? Everybody that is currently in that 10 will be there next season. Bitcoin, as I wrongly stipulated a couple of weeks ago that Bitcoin wasn't going to be competing in season 2, he will be competing in season 2.
He's decided to turn around and say, "Yeah, I'm going to play."
He decided to turn around and say, "Yeah, he's going to play." He was going. He wasn't finding this season that much of a challenge, so he was going to stop. But since he's going to have more GLs and obviously the baggage that comes along with an extra GL, he believes that it will be a challenge for him. So much so that he is going to stick around.
Yep. But yeah, let's go over what all has happened during the course of today's show. Again, first off, all of our European people who've been able to come here and watch, thank you all for coming and joining us. It's been the holidays. I took off the hat because I was done with hat hair. But yeah, so let's see here. So I shameless self plug, I resubbed for 9 months. Bodie subbing with Prime for 8 months. Renard with 100-bit cheer, which caused a hype train. After that, Dr. Jojo, one of our patrons, gave a gift sub to Zareth. Then we got 2 follows from Thrawn's right hand and Kelly3311, putting our totals to 805 Padawans here in the pod. So, okay.
Oh, right. Okay, Klesso. Right. Okay. Messages in the Discord, mate, and let us know what your intentions are for season 2, and if you are shuffling off the content creator Mortal Coil, then yeah,
Makes like he's dying.
Well, no, he's not dying, but it'd be just it'd feel just as bad to no longer cover Klesso. I think it would. But yeah, no, that would be an exclusive right here live. So yeah, Klesso, let us know. Just have a chat with us and on the in the GACN network Discord server, and if that is the way that you feel, then yeah, we will be elevating somebody else from your division into the Premier League for season 2.
Yep, very much. All right, let's see here. It's the holiday season, so obviously things are a little wonky here around all over the place. But Neil, what's happening in the pod?
Well, the Escape Pod Castaways channel will be doing some stuff over Christmas. We will be doing a Friday episode. It will be a pre-record because there ain't no way I'm streaming live on Christmas Day. Family stuff is more important. So we're gonna have some fun with a pre-recorded episode, which we will still air it on Christmas Day, but it will be a pre-recorded, so we'll be able to have some fun with that. Later on this evening, Paul, you're getting a double header from Paul. He's going for BAM and JKL today, so that should be fun to watch. And I will be doing some GAC as I usually do. And what about yourself, mate?
Bam.
Bam.
Beskar Mando.
Who is Bam? Who is Bam? Beskar B. Armor A. Mando. My God, Rambam.
Heavy metal hero. The heavy metal hero. For me, let's see here. Oh, good Lord. Like, I feel like I keep saying we're going to do things today and they just stop happening because of holidays or not what I think they are. I was wanting to do the Yakuza finale thing today, but I also realized I have other commitments as well today. And so that might be some point this week. I don't freaking know. Anyways, at some point this week, I'm going to finish Yakuza 0 on my stream. Obviously been doing Strike Force as a regular thing on my channel. Also going to come back to AC Valhalla. Play that a little bit once I finish Yakuza 0. But I've got a whole franchise thing with that I want to get to. But anyways, yeah, not much else happening with that. Anyways, guys, seriously, from all of us to all of you guys, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever it is you celebrate, however you celebrate it. We hope that you all have a wonderful holidays. Spend time with your family. Get off the screen for a little bit. Spend time with those you enjoy and cherish. Hopefully it's a good one for you guys. But if not, we will still have stuff around for y'all to enjoy. I'm going to do a Christmas Eve stream. They're going to have the episode of the Escape Podcast on Friday that's pre-recorded. So come around if you need some place to go and hang out and have some fun times with. But yeah. Anything else, Neil?
No, we're good to go, buddy.
All right, guys, seriously, thank you so much for watching. Tune in next week for another edition of GACenter, and we will see you all back here at our hopefully regular time. Hopefully regular time. It's been kind of bad the last little bit, but that's just how it is with the holidays. Anyways, y'all take care. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, or where it is in the world, whatever time it is. God, Australia is like, what? Is Australia already in the future?
Yeah, it's in the future.
Oh, God. Anyways, y'all take care. See y'all around. Neil?
Yes.
Button.
You got it, mate. Ta-ta for now, folks.
See you guys.